Wanted to get one in this weekend because the sales are starting soon. Actually, in a few days. I've already scheduled on Whatnot. This is for those, we'll obviously wait for some people to get on. We're just getting started, and I did this unannounced, but I finally have the first Purge sale scheduled for Whatnot for this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. The show is scheduled. I'll get it set up as we go. And I'll put a link in the comment section down below once we're done here. There's a link to Whatnot. You can sign up for Whatnot, find me, bookmark the show anyway. But you definitely want to bookmark, because all those cars that I've purged, we're going to start putting them up for sale. Some of them will be buy it now. Some of them will be auction. I'll probably give away a few things as well. It should be pretty cool. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting for people to come on, see a lot of people coming in. We got Bulgaria here. I've got a ton of shows scheduled. As a matter of fact, look at this, guys. I've even got gloves because of this stuff. But I want to not for the Purge, but I want to show you guys this. So I have shows scheduled now on Whatnot for, let's see, this Wednesday for the Purge. Saturday, I can't even talk. Saturday, the next Lamley Tarmac. Let me get some better lighting here. The next Lamley Tarmac model goes on sale. And this one's cool because it's Land Rover Defender. It has the Lamley group on the back window. Let me see if I can get that in focus here. Sometimes the YouTube's live stream camera isn't great. Anyway, Land Rover Defender has Lamley on the license plate and on the back window. Limited, really limited. In fact, there's fewer of these than there are of the Defender. I'm sorry, of the Challenger that we did, about a week ago. So this is the next one. So we'll be doing that sale on Lamley store and Whatnot this time. Here's the Chase. The raw Chase. I'll auction off a couple of those. Most of them will be done random. A lot of you got lucky. I've gotten some messages from people who did get the Challenger Chase it was all randomly done. Some of you got the Challenger Chase, so congratulations to some of you on getting that. I mean, some people we put some up for sale for those that want them, but we also wanted to make sure quite a few went out randomly, and they did. So we're going to do the same here. We'll do a couple of auctions. We'll do a giveaway for those that really want to guarantee that they get a Chase, and then we'll do the rest randomly, just for a few lucky people to get one. So that is Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Then on Sunday, the next Lamley Studio Works auction is going to be all 9 pieces from Project Diecast, and I'll do more on this later. This is why I'm wearing the gloves, because this is pure art. But I'll probably take them off once we start the Purge. But these pieces, 9 hand carved. There's actually 10. One of them will stay in the Lamley collection for display, but these 9 hand carved pieces will be going on sale this Sunday, so a week from today. In fact, they're on sale now. They're auction. It's going to be all done by auction. And if you go to Whatnot, go to Lamley, you'll see the show for next Sunday, and the auctions are up, and you can actually pre-bid on them now. You can bid whatever you want. Their starting bid is $150 each, but then they'll go, you can bid whatever you want. So you'll always have that locked in, just in case you miss it or whatever. Just want to guarantee it. And then they'll finish, the auctions will finish a week from today live. I'll do a live stream on Whatnot, and people can bid on them at that point too. So if you bid, you definitely, if you bid high enough, maybe you'll lock it in, but you definitely want to be watching too if you're interested. And these things are, like I said, this is a collection. Like, this is an art collection that I am trying to create, and with some of the best diecast artists in the world. Project Diecast with these hand-carved pieces. This is one of them. I didn't bring out all of them, but you can see the pictures. Let me open this one up too. You can see every piece that he did is different. So wheels are different on this one. The actual carving is different. If you can see that. Like this is more of like a plant flower pattern. Get the glare out of there. And this one doesn't have that. He did every piece differently. So he strips the paint and really, really cool. So this will be, so the 9 pieces, these 9 pieces go on, are already live. The auctions are live, but they will close a week from Sunday on Whatnot. And if you're interested, there's 9 available. This is the Koval case that they come in. Lamley Studio works with Project Diecast. Obviously, you can take it out of the case. It's just incredible. So, I mean, these things, I've said this before, like, I love these Tarmac things and the Auto World exclusives we've done, but these pieces are special. And then I'll show you real quickly, if you remember the first piece, and they all come in these cases, and then they come in the special box. Lamley Curations that Koval Displays did. So each one comes in its own box as well. Exclusive box, cardboard. And let's see, I'll show you. Actually, here is the first one we did. There was only 4 pieces that were auctioned off. I'm actually holding on to this one. The buyer allowed me to hold on to it just so I can show all of these together. And I'm going to send it to him once we're done. But this one went for $1,200. This is the Massillon piece. I'm just going to leave it in here because it's not even mine anymore. I'm not the owner of this. It's the buyer, so I'm going to keep it in here. But this hand-painted piece, this custom-built Porsche, it's just an incredible, incredible piece. So that was Series 1. The Project Diecast is Series 2. Series 3, which will come on sale a few weeks later, is this one from 22 Avenue Customs. And it's kind of a NASCAR themed set. He took the Fast and Furious Charger, that second Charger they did, and turned them into like almost like barn find NASCAR cars. And all of them are in different colors. I'll show more of these in detail. They're all in different colors, and they all have this kind of patinaed, I don't know if patina is the right word, but this kind of like barn find old look. Just stupid cool. Every single one of them, everyone's a different color. And I'll show you something cool that he did. So all of them have this kind of beat up look, and except for one, and we'll put this one up too for auction. This is like one that was totally restored. So he put so a lot of them have white rims, but this one has this special, and I'll show you this one too. It's mind blowing, these pieces. I just have to show them to you. So done in this NASCAR, he's put the classic Hot Wheels logo on there. He's done the interior. So these will be put up for auction in October. This will be October's drop. This will be after the Hot Wheels convention, but same thing. They'll start at auction for, I think, $150, and then you can bid up from there. And I hope they go higher, just because the money will go to these artists. I want to serve as like I want Lamley to serve as a gallery. And so I want these customizers to kind of take the reputation of artists. I want them to gain that reputation, because that's what they are. These are true works of art. And I want them to get that. I want to get that kind of compensation that a really good artist would get for these kind of pieces. So that's the goal here. And then I'll show you just real quickly. So that was 1, 2. This is Series 3. Here, we can do it this way. Watch this. Series 1. Series 2, these actually stack. Series 3. And so yeah, so I'm seeing some of your comments. I want these artists to get paid. I do want these to go for a lot of money. This is Series 3, and then this is Series 4, and I've shown these before too. So these are, I got a little piece of dust here. This is why I'm doing this. I'll show this one off a little bit more, but this is the Terry Diecast. I think I've shown these before. These are the Skylines. Each one of these is an R34. It's a modified R34, he actually cut out the engine of each one of these. This is not the RLC, so it doesn't have the opening hood. He actually created an engine bay and hand built each engine. And they're all different. He took the spoiler away. Each one is a different color. Each one has different wheels, and each one of them has a different individually built engine in it. It's just epic. Just epic. And there's going to be 9 of these as well. Like I said, one of these, one of these, one of these. This one is actually the one that will go in displays being made now, but one of each goes into the Lamley display, like so I can showcase these like a gallery piece. But I want everyone else. Diecast Anal doesn't like the slammed wheels. You know, here's what I'm going to say. You don't have to like these, obviously. These are the art of the artists. Like, this is the style they want to do. So some of them do slammed. And then, as a matter of fact, in between all this, which I don't have, which will happen actually probably even before this one goes on sale next month, is we're doing a special, we've rushed a special Lamley Studio Works piece, 10-piece set to raise money, to raise funds for the victims in Maui. And Aloha Kind Customs is building those 808 style. If you've ever seen the 808 style Hawaiian truck, which is like, usually they're typically Toyotas, lifted Tacomas, and they sit high and they sit wide. So the wheels almost look out of proportion. They're small and they're wide. And we decided this is something he and I were discussing a Lamley Studio Works project, and then this horrible fire happened in Hawaii, in Maui. And he's from Hawaii, and we decided, why don't we instead, let's put the other project on hold and let's build 10 of these cars, 10 of these trucks. And he's working on those now. Koval Displays is doing a special case for them, and we're going to auction those off, and every penny will go to those who are trying to rebuild their homes in Maui. So I will let you guys know. But the reason I'm bringing that up is some people have said, oh, I don't like that style. That's totally fine. Like, that's the great thing about car culture, is like, you know, some of the Bosozoku and all these other styles, you don't have to be lowriders. Some people like them, some people don't, but they're definitely, like, it's car culture. It's true culture. And these 808 trucks, like, that you see in Hawaii, that's very specific to them, that we can honor. Slammed R34s, that's a very specific style. Really interesting. So I love, like, whether even I liked them or not, I like all of them. It doesn't even matter. It's that these are pieces of car culture. These are pieces of art. They reflect, like, the interest of the artist. And that's why this is why this project, the Lamley Studio Works project, is my favorite, because these are artists and this is their vision, and we get to give them that kind of treatment. So I just can't tell you how excited I am about these. I'm really excited about the charity one, just because we're going to raise a lot of funds, but they're going to be cool. They're going to be cool pieces anyway. So there's going to be 10 really lucky owners who not only contribute to helping those in Maui, but also helping, or also get to own something really, really special. So anyway, that's enough on that, because I have to go in like 20 minutes, but I definitely wanted to purge. So I know I'm hyping up a bunch of stuff. Let me tell you guys what else. I told you that when I start doing the sales, which are going to start Wednesday, loose cars, everyone who purchases, for each purchase, not each car that's sold, but everyone who purchases cars from the Purged collection, I'm going to take these off. Got to save them for my pieces here. I said that you get something special. So I've got the next Lamley sticker. That's this here. I did the first edition was red and white. This is the second edition, which you can see is kind of like inspired by Advan. But that's not, you can buy these at the Lamley store, and I actually have a smaller one coming for water bottles. But I created a special edition sticker just for those of you who purchase from my collection. So it's kind of the same, but it's different. It's almost like a treasure hunt. It's the equivalent, it's the sticker equivalent of Spectre Flame. So I took the same sticker, but I made it like a chase version. So it's now in like this reflective mirrored style. I turned the Lamley red instead of white. And the only way to get this sticker is when you make a purchase from the actual collection. It's not from any other things. Like if you buy one of these pieces, I got to hold this correctly. If you buy one of these pieces, you don't get this. This is strictly for those who buy from the Lamley purged collection. So every order will get one of these. So I wanted to leave that for you guys too. All right, let's keep going. Where we left off, I'll kind of show you. And I've got them. Oh, you know what? I need to make some spacers. Hold on one second, guys. I don't want to knock over these special pieces. So this is where we're at. This is where the new models got left in Porsche. Remember, I'm dividing all the new models I'm keeping from 2000, what do we say, 11 on, I think is the cutoff. And so if they're new models, I'm creating a new model collection for basics. So we left off with this practically empty case. And then the cars that I am keeping will stay in this collection. We went through Plymouth. These are some of those cars that are staying. I don't know why I kept that one. Kind of ugly. And then we have the special collections like, you know, Zamax and Red Editions and Treasure Hunts, Super Treasure Hunts, and what am I missing? Like, oh, we're starting a Falcon and Advan collection as well. Cut off is 2009. You're probably right, Diecast NL. I'll remember. I have it all in my notes. But I'm looking at the other comments. Next round of cases including LEDs, so when you stack them lower, that would be cool. Can you do a series of fundraise for Palestinian kids? You know, it's these, if we can get these going, this one made sense with, but absolutely, it's horrible what has happened. You're talking about the earthquake. If we can raise funds, if we can use these kind of things to raise funds each time, we'll definitely do it. We need to find something appropriate. And if we can't find some way that way, we'll find other ways to raise funds for those that need to do it. Because I know that, Porsche finger went off. I know that there is, the diecast community is very much a giving community. As a matter of fact, I'll probably share some, what is it, the diecast, I can't remember what they're called. Diecast some channel. They have they're doing the Diecast Day of Giving mid-October, where a bunch of diecast, they're asking all collectors to donate to hospitals, things like that. That's something that I've done with these unboxings I do, and I'm going to participate, and I'll probably share some details on that later. But yeah, I think doing we can't do everything, but when we can, when it makes sense and we can raise the funds and do it right, we will definitely do it. I think that's an important arm for everything we do. And then let's see. Oh, there's Will. Hi, Will. He's going to bed. Let's see. Getting comments on price. I'll never comment on someone's price because this is art. If it goes for $1 million, it goes for $1 million. Like, that's what art is. If it goes for 10, it goes for 10. But anyway. All right. How do you get to the Lamley store? If you want, so these are going to be sold on Whatnot. So you want to sign up for Whatnot. That's anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world. If you can get online, if you can't even get the app, you can at least get online, whatnot.com. That's where you can bid on these. That's where they'll be for the show on Wednesday. All right. Where are we here? We've got some Porsches to purge. And there's going to be some that'll go, but there's going to be a lot that don't. And the 993, if you remember, I kind of have this opinion on certain castings here. I'm making some more space. We're not going to finish today by any means. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to be cutting this pretty short, but because I've been talking so much about all the other stuff we're doing. The 993 started in Boulevard. We've seen it mostly in premium, but we've got I'm not mostly in premium. We've got a lot of basic releases. And to be honest, like if I get all of these out, there's no first edition because it premiered in Boulevard. But it's, there's certain castings that I have to keep for content reasons, I think. And this is one of them. So the 993, as far as Porsche castings go, has kind of hit that legendary status. I'm not a huge fan of all these, to be honest. That one I am. Any of the plain ones. But I think that there's enough time that I'll be like, I could see myself doing, if you guys saw, I did the Mercedes versus Porsche premium videos. And yes, this first purge show is going to be on Wednesday. There's going to be others on the weekends, but I've got 2 shows scheduled for Tarmac Works and for Lamley Studio Works this weekend. So I'll do some purge shows. sale shows on the weekend too, I promise. So anyway, the 993, like, these aren't great, but I think the status that this casting has, I just kind of have to keep it. So I'm just gonna, you can look at them as I kind of add them behind the scenes here to the collection. I really like this one, that white one with the gold rims, but I'm always a sucker for that. This one, there's the Super's in the Super collection. 55th 993, that's this one here, right? Yeah, found that. This one's really cool. I really like it when they do the plain ones. Should I ditch the word plain and just say clean? Got to get out of that habit. I used to say Porsche, and then everybody told me to say Porsche, and now it's still Porsche comes out occasionally, but I'm better at it now. You guys, for years, you've been getting at me, and I like when you guys get at me. And I mean, I've had some pretty horrific mistakes in the past, and I'll make more. What would I say? I think I said, what was it? Oh, it was an Alfa Romeo, I think. The Giulia, I think I might have called a Gia or something. I don't remember. Renault, I got wrong. Anyway, okay. First edition, that will go into the first edition pile. That's the recolor of the first edition. And then we've had this awesome one. And then we've had this awesome one. And then we've had this awesome one. And then we've had this ugly one, so it's purged. And then we've had this ugly one, so it's purged. And this Fast and Furious casting, I mean, it is a Fast and Furious, but it doesn't have to look like a Fast and Furious, but I'm not a big fan of the casting, and I don't care about it. So that's going. So these are going into the first editions. They're going into the first edition collection. Keep. Was the white first, or was it the blue? The white was first. This is one of the all-timers. All-timers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So those go in the first edition collection. And the rest go into the regular Porsche collection, which is that one. And then we're going to have to start a whole new case. So let me move over here. Oh boy. Where's my empty case? Here it is. So you can't see it, but I'm going off camera. That one goes into the collection, and that one goes into the collection. I don't like those other colors, but I sure do like the... But I sure do like the those clean colors. All right. Okay, this one's an interesting one because this is the GT2, right? Debuted in 2009. Does what not use PayPal? Yeah, I think, yeah, it does. It does. It uses almost all forms of payment. All right, so this was the first edition. Love that one. It'll go into the first edition. Will the Whatnot show be rewatchable? It's a good question. They do save clips. But no, I mean, and it's a sales show. These purge shows are obviously on YouTube. There's the recolor. So those are first editions. And then we had all these, and I like these clean versions of this casting. So that one stays. This one stays. Really like that one. Just so clean. This was a Walmart exclusive. Am I correct on that? I believe it was before the Zamax. Another one that's totally clean. George says they are rewatchable. Okay, cool. Okay, then these were like, this is very similar to the first edition, but this was a different interior, right? But this one was a multi-pack exclusive, but clean, so I'm keeping it. This one was also a multi-pack exclusive, but clean, so I'm keeping it. This is where there's been a ton of these, right? All multi-packs. And this one's the most recent one. I'm going to purge this one. The stripe is clean. It's a very cool looking version. The fact that they have the taillights and the stripe is very nice, but I'm going to purge that. I think I purged some others back in the day. So these go into first edition. So let me get that. One, I think this was a 2009, right? And two. Really clean. And then the rest of these, the clean ones, will go into the collection. The others I'm not gonna keep. This one's just beautiful. I really like the J5 wheels. Pearl white. Walmart, right? Did someone answer that? Do I have any Bel Airs or combis? Yeah, I will get to the combis later. Will the Wednesdays be in the evening? Yes, they will be in the evening. At least evening here in the US. It's already scheduled, so you can go to Whatnot now and see it. It's scheduled for 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, that's done. Okay, here's another tough one. So, first edition, I think there were 3. One, this is the, what's this casting called? Just 911 GT3 RS. Can't remember what year. Did I ever find that gray F-type that a few streams ago that I got wrong? Yes, pulled it out. You guys have told me, I've gotten comments like, hey, you put this one in the wrong case and stuff, and I'll go back and correct it. Anyway, that one stayed. First edition, and then 3 colors of that one, whenever that one was debuted. Then I think this one I could consider pretty clean. It doesn't have the tail lights, but does have the headlights. And it has that, excuse me, GT3 RS, and then it was recolored. It was orange and then just black with orange trim. I think that's a really cool group. Here's the debate. So this one's clean, but I love white cars with gold rims, but there's something that just seems off on this one. Is it just the fact that it doesn't have any taillights? There's a lot of versions of this one too that have like, there's a Zamac in the collection. I don't even have that here. I don't know. I'm just not like, this casting is okay. It's obviously gone to premium too, but I'm not a real fan of this version. This one was a multi-pack, and it seems like, look at the interior in this. This one's kind of cool. Look at the interior color. And it seems like it's kind of, it's a match of this one, right? It's the exact same thing. So I feel like that one is like a continuation of these, almost like a recolor. This was a multi-pack one, and it has that proper GT3 RS deco too. So I almost consider that a continuation of this one. See? So these I think go into the collection, which leaves only one. Do you guys, anyone know what this one is? It's kind of a, if you know, you know. See if there's any comments that come in on this one. Mark Bottenbelt, in the Porsche versus Mercedes, you called this casting boring. I took offense to that. Mark, it's boring, but you're the Porsche specialist. This is, yeah, Dayton Diecast has this, right? By the way, hi Dayton Diecast. We'll probably get to one of your dividers here soon. We definitely have to give you a mention, huh? In fact, where's your sticker? Oh, you know what? I better pull it out here. I got it. Hold on. I know I have. There it is. Got it prepared with my Dayton Diecast sticker, so you guys can buy his dividers. DaytonDiecast.com to buy the dividers that turn this. Where did I have one? Right here. I always want to make sure he gets the proper shout out. He creates these dividers that can turn this whole big one into. You just slide it in, snap it in like that, and now you've got 2 slots. All right. Anyway, DaytonDiecast.com. There's a proper shout out. Anyway, yeah, this is a mystery car. It's incredibly rare. It has, I think it was international markets only, and I have seen this sell for well over $100. So the question is, do I purge it? John Locke, you should definitely go to Dayton Diecast and buy some. But I have to debate this one. It's just such a cool rare car, and I think it's one that's worth talking about in videos. I've put up some rare things, like I have that Lambo 10-spoke that's going to be sold. I don't know. I might hold on to it now, but let's definitely add the first editions. One, two, three, and then the proper collection models. Diecast NL, I'm going back. Porsche versus Merc video was fun. I love doing those videos. I'll do some more of those. I'm kind of trying to survive right now because, and I've got, I think, 2 unboxings scheduled, and I have a Fast and Furious video coming, and we're going to do a Fast and Furious whole giveaway show on Whatnot here in a couple weeks. But because I'm so busy leading up to the convention and JCCS, and I've got a car coming with Auto World and JCCS that we're going to sell at the show. I'm only doing about right now. Sometimes I'll do, like, I'm trying to get at least 2 videos out a week, and I can't always do it. But all right, look, I left this one. I'm going to debate this one because it's a special one. All right. Empty case for later. Let's continue with Porsche. Where are we at? Okay, we can at least get through Porsche today. I try and keep these an hour, but I don't have the time today. Our house is going to go through a major procedure here in a couple of days, and I have to prep for it. So it's not a fun one. I live in an older neighborhood, and they have to get in deep into the basement and dig into the piping below. All right, so all that plus everything else. Okay, let's get through these, but let's get through Porsche at least, maybe into Subaru, and then we'll call it. All right. So this is a fun casting because this is a casting that I actually was not a huge fan of when it was first released. This is the first edition. This is the 911 GT3 RS, so just another one of the same numbers or same models. But I have definitely softened to this one. Red version, I always thought it was just a little bulky in this side here. Just it needed taillights and things, but now that we've seen it in premium things, it's really good. This is still the better one. But I've definitely softened to this one. So I've got all of them. I'm going to keep them all. So that's the only first edition. So we'll just add that right now. They only did one color the first year. I can show you. It goes right there. There's the date and diecast piece. So nice and protected. And then collection-wise, this was the second year version, which looks a lot like the premium. Put this down here. Yeah, some of these Porsches will go up. Here's rare variation that I'm the only one I know has found it. I found it in a multi-pack, so I don't know if you even call it a variation, but I've always held on to that one because I thought it was kind of a fun find because I found it myself. Didn't have to go acquire it. This was the next year's release. This is the Tarmac, which I have in the Tarmac collection. I'm going to keep it. This is the purple one. There's obviously a companion Super Treasure Hunt. And then we saw it in some ID and premium. Now this one was this one of those multi-pack versions or one of the special Walmart? This is the other one. And then we've seen it. We started to see it now released as a multi-pack exclusive as well. So this is the blue version. I don't know if there's going to be a third color, but this color in green, which is very similar to that one, but different because it has the stripes. All right, I'm keeping all those. I like the casting. They're all really clean, so they're all staying. Look at your comments here. Always looking to add to the Porsche collection. Someone's getting ahead and talking Studebaker, which is pretty sweet. Cannot go wrong with the Porsche collection. Yeah, I know some people, including our friend Mark here, Bought and Belt, who is always working on Porsche customs. They're amazing. Huge Porsche guy, and I know I offend him deeply. I mean, I'm sorry, but when it comes to Hot Wheels Premium, Mercedes just wipes the floor with Porsche. Even though the Porsches are awesome, the Mercedes I just think are more interesting. Porsches are the cooler car, right? But in real life, but I just think the Mercedes, just kind of the variety of Mercedes, I just thought it was better. First edition. Cool color. There's the Kroger that I don't think is out yet, but we already did the preview on that one, so it's already in the collection, so I'm going to keep those. I think that's it for Porsche, right? So let's add the first editions. There they are. That black Porsche is just amazing. Red and white. I don't know if we'll see another color of those. All right, that's Porsche. It's 4 o'clock on the dot. Let's this next few are easy because that's a first edition, and that's a recolor of the first edition. And here's the Studebaker truck, which we've seen in premium, in Boulevard, right? This first edition of this truck is still one of the greatest. Mark, it's not my fault that they don't pull from the amazing liveries that Porsche has. I'm telling you, that'll change the game entirely. If we start seeing more classic racing, we've got some good ones, but when we see more of that, then Porsche will come right back and just pass right by Mercedes. We just need more of those kind of classic racing liveries. All right, Studebaker truck. Look how cool this is. It's kind of a customized truck based on the old classic Studebaker, but they did a great job with these wheels and just these really clean. And they did 3 colors, and I can't remember what year this was. 2010 or 11 or something like that, but they're all first editions and they go. So that's easy. So let me add those 5. The Renault, really cool casting too. Obviously super treasure hunt this year, right? So that stays in the super collection, and then I'll have these first editions. And then this one, Studebaker. A teal color, is that not just the coolest with those yellow wheels? All right, Brat. Yeah, I'll keep that one, but it's not a first edition. But I don't know. Out. They're cool. They're cool. But when you've got the car culture versions that were released, that I just think are better, I just don't have. I don't know. I don't know if I'm even interested in keeping these. I'm gonna purge them all. I love the Brat. I think Matchboxes is better. I like the stock version, but the Hot Wheels premiums. We're looking at my. Nothing compares to this one from Car Culture. They're gone. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of those because I'm just happy with the Car Culture ones. Is there another one? I feel like there's one more that I'm. Oh yeah. So here, pull it out right here. From the shop trucks. Subi's Off Road. I mean, how great is that? I'm happy with these 2. I just need those 2, and I'm good. I am good. All right. So purge those. Let's go up here. We'll keep up with Subaru, and then we're going to call it a day. We'll start up with the T's next time. And we'll get to these pretty quickly, I think. Okay, so this one's out. This was from a multi-pack. So purged. All right. Let's talk about the 22B. We've got a few clean versions of the 22B. We got 3 first editions, actually. Here, I'm going to move down so it's easier for me to do it this way so you guys can see them. So first edition in the signature blue. I think all 22Bs were blue, weren't they? But Hot Wheels is going to play with the colors. So we get the recolor in red, and then we got the Zamac, which is also a super clean Zamac, but that's considered a first edition as well. So you got those 3. Then the next year we got 2 kind of interesting colors. We also have gotten this in premium. Then there's a mystery car coming, and there's this regular treasure hunt. I don't care about this regular treasure hunt in the least, so it's out. And I'm just going to collect the clean 22Bs, that and the premiums. 22B is a legend, right? But I'm just going to feel like I want to keep it, kind of keep it where it's at. All right, so first edition, first edition, first edition. That's done. And then Hot Wheels doesn't have a ton of options with the 22B. The casting is just brilliant. It's Rio Asada casting. It's got the mirrors. It's just perfect. But I'd like to see even though we had the Modern Classics blue with the lace wheels, I'd like to see a Modern Classics with like a better wheel on it. Or I'm sorry, a Car Culture. All right, this was a quick one, but if we start with Toyota next, I mean, we got plenty of stuff to sell this week, and we won't sell it all. I think, well, then I don't think we're gonna get it close, but I hope you guys will buy. And like I said, if you do go on that Whatnot show, go follow it and bookmark it. Every order gets one of these, and it's the only way to get this sticker is to order from the collection. So we'll start with T. We'll go through Tesla, and then we'll get into Toyota, which should be really fun. And then I think after that, we're into Volkswagen, and then we're done, and then we'll move on to Matchbox, or we might get into even some premium. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're doing the basics now, like the loose basics, but I can't tell you. There's so much stuff that I want to move out of the collection. So you have plenty of opportunities and a lot of cool stuff, but we'll get to that. So, all right. So we'll put this off to the side for now. I'm glad you guys joined me. Just as a review, this is next Sunday. Go bid now if you're interested in these pieces. There's 9 of them, and they're all different. And then I will see you Wednesday for the purge sale and Saturday for the Defender with the pin. Do I have the pin with me? And it'll be in the picture that I'll show later. So the Lean Customs pin, limited to 250. I even have fewer of these than even the pin. So that will be later as well. All right, guys, this is a good one. You'll have stuff in the buy it now. Yeah, okay, so I can explain to you guys real quick. So there will be cars. Some will be in the buy it now that you can just buy. And then there will be others that I know more people will be interested in that I'll put up for auction. And I'll try and put up enough auction to maybe occupy maybe an hour's time, but there'll be a lot in the buy it now, and we'll probably try and do a couple giveaways as well. So yeah, so if you just want to buy a car and get a sticker, that's easy. That's an easy way to do it. I don't want this to be too complicated, but if there's particular cars you want, you can ask me. And then if there's other stuff that I have that we can put up, I'll do my best to try and do that. So anyway, we're going to try and make this as cool and casual as we can, but I definitely want these cars that are coming that were in my collection. I want them to go to good owners, and I feel like this is the best way to do it. There's obviously commerce involved, and contrary to popular belief, most of these cars I purchased myself. The cars in my collection, people think that everything I have was sent to me for free. That ain't true. But most of the stuff I do buy. I think some more recent stuff, sure, but I got out of unboxings. But I do buy a lot of stuff too. So we're just gonna make sure that these go into good collections for happy collectors, and we'll do that on Whatnot starting Wednesday. Thank you, everybody. I will see you then, and then we'll do the next purge video possibly next week, hopefully next week, but we'll continue it going. Make sure, lastly, you pop on to Diecast, Dayton Diecast, and get those dividers if you want to. Rico, we're going to be giving a lot of cars away. Promise that. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I can't even tell you what I'm giving. A whole Fast and Furious show. I'm probably going to give away $500 or $600 worth of Fast and Furious cars on the Fast and Furious giveaway show. That's going to be bonkers. All right. See you guys. Thank you for watching.